Greetings, Lafayette. My name is Dr. Dawn Hicks Tafari. I am also known as Omilade Shango Dele, which is my Yoruba name. And I am proud, pleased, and honored to be an author with UWP LLC. You know, Universal Right Publications is really the best place for me, and I'll tell you why. So I am a Black woman. I am a hip hop feminist. I'm from the Bronx. That has everything to do with who and how I am. I'm really excited to be on the faculty at an HBCU, the number one HBCU in the South. I teach students how to pay attention to race and gender in everything they do as they look at their future students, as they teach their future students, and to constantly be thinking about the impacts of race and racism and heteronormativity, right? Queerphobia, how those things impact teaching and learning. And so because I'm a Black woman, because I'm from the Bronx, because I love music and people and human beings matter to me, I wrote the amazing book that I like to think, The Journey of Kamau Miller, HipHop Composite Counterstories for Black Men Teachers. This idea for me came from several places. One, my love for Black children, particularly the watching and witnessing how Black boys are ostracized and vilified right after they are adultified and criminalized in public schools. So I really wanted to take a look at what's happening in the system that is preventing Black boys from being successful. All right. How can we take our foots off of their necks? And so one of those approaches is in increasing the number of Black male teachers. And so when we look honestly at the experience of Black boys, how can we expect them to want to be teachers? Right? You wonder where all the Black male teachers are. And so Kamau Miller, The Journey of Kamau Miller, is a book about, and where I talked to 9 Black male teachers from up and down the East Coast, different parts of the country, and I asked them to tell me their stories. And they generously and humbly shared their stories with me. And then what I did is I took those stories and I created a composite counter story. And now this idea of the composite counter story I got from Derrick A, the father of critical race theory. I am also a critical race theorist, very proud to be that as well. And as a critical race theorist, part of what I do is I want to make sure that I'm valuing the lived experience, and that this, in the telling and the sharing of the lived experience, that the voices of the men I interviewed are heard, and that the research is written and presented in a way that is accessible by regular people. I want to make sure that scholars, that researchers and college professors were not the only people who can read this text. And so it's written in the way that it reads more like a novel than everything else, because it's a composite counter story. And what I did with a composite counter story is I took those 9 stories, I looked for the themes, and then I kind of created one character, Kamau Miller, who represents all 9 of these men. He embodies all of them, not just represents, but embodies all of them. And then I put Kamau in fictional situations. Each of the locations is a real thing. Each of the context is real, but the actual situation is fictional. So for instance, he's at a Kwanzaa celebration on a date, and there's a real Kwanzaa celebration that was posted, right? That really happened. And so we put Kamau there on a date. And then the dialogue between him and his partner comes from the interview data that I received. Another instance, he's at a basketball court playing ball, and he meets this young guy, right? And they start talking. That dialogue has come from the interview transcripts from these amazing men I interviewed. And so we find Kamau in different situations. He's in an airport. He's at a PTA meeting. He's at an inauguration party, president inauguration party. He's different, cigar lounge. He's in different situations, and a barbershop, right? And it really is this great dialogue. So this book is written, of course, for Black men teachers. It's a love letter to Black men teachers. It's my way of saying, brothers, I see you. I see you, I love you, I value you, most importantly, and what you do matters, and you are special. And so it's written for Black men teachers. It's written for anyone who knows, who loves, who values Black men teachers. Whether you are a teacher, a parent, a researcher, if you are in a school district and you are a school district administrator, meaning you're a principal or a superintendent, this book is for you. Especially if you want to learn more about the things that make Black men who they are. If you want to know more about their story, not just how to recruit them, but how to retain them, how to take care of them, how to love, how to give them the love and the vigor that they give to us. That's what this book is for. So I want you to use it to learn more. I want you to use it to grow. I want you to use it to love Black men better. Tell a Black man thank you today, and do it through hip hop, because hip hop is incorporated throughout the book as well. I celebrated 50 years of hip hop's birthday last year, still celebrating. And so really excited and grateful for the opportunity to share. And I hope that you read the book, you enjoy it, and you make the decision to love a little harder on a Black boy or a Black male teacher in particular. And Black men, Black boys, again, I see you, I love you, I value you. Thank you.